G'day guys, and welcome to another episode of Team Mad Mullet Fishing Adventures. Well, the weekend just gone, I spent a great weekend with Dave Mayo from Alive Bait Buddy out on Moreton Bay chasing some beautiful diver whiting. We kept a few for feed, and what's left over I'm actually going to cut up for some great snapper bait. Now it's coming into winter, so best get out, well it is actually winter, so best get out there and get into these beautiful fish. Now the smaller fish, like so, I keep as whole baits. The bigger fish, I actually fillet or butterfly. So, knock the fillet off one. You do not have to be picky. Straight down onto the backbone and along. One fillet. Two fillets. That we kept for crab bait. Right, another good sized whiting. Knock these fillets off, and I'll show you what to do again. Under the pectoral fin, straight down to the backbone. Roll your knife on about a 45-degree angle down to a 90, and follow that backbone along. One. Same again, straight down, 45 at first, start your cut, flatten out to a 90, whoops, and take the fillet off. Right, as you can see, I got my tray of filleted fish and also my whole fish I'm going to actually use for whole baits. Now I'll duck upstairs and I'll show you how I present these on a hook, and also how I preserve them, and also freezing. Alrighty, so as you've seen downstairs, we filleted these whiting. Now time to show you what we actually do with them to prepare them for one of the best reef baits going. Yeah, it's a fillet. So what we're going to do, you either use rock salt or table salt. Not yet, you put him back here, good girl. So container, put some salt in the bottom of it first off. Quite a bit of it, as you can see. And what we're going to do, we're going to lay the fillets in, skin down, just give us 1 sec, darling. Like so. Then we'll pour some salt over them, and then repeat. Thank you.
I do.
Oh, you do? Other way. Skin down. Good girl. One more. Skin down.
Oh.
Yeah, that's guts.
We don't eat guts.
No, we don't eat guts.
No, yucky.
So skin down, and then of course another layer of salt. And just keep repeating this until your tub's full. Depending on how many fillets you want to put in will depend on the size container you use. Good thing about it is because it's salted, once it's frozen and thawed, they'll actually stay nice and firm. Now these will go in the fridge for a few days. After a couple of days, just peel the lid back a little bit, pour the juice out, and let it sit for another couple of days. Once that's done, excuse me, over about a 4-day period. Then they're right to freeze, and like I said, once you get them out of the freezer, they defrost, they stay nice and firm, and you can refreeze them. Bait actually does not go to waste. You can do this with just about any bait going. Alright guys, we'll move on to how we rig these up for bait. Alright, on to how we rig these whiting or whiting fillets for reef fish, or in this case snapper. I'm going to go on to the first rig. This is a Snell rig. Can either be J hooks or circle hooks. Circle hooks are preferable. So bottom hook can either go through the eye, but I like to go into the back, up into the head, and then next hook just in the middle of the spine there. So you got 2 penetration points. That's the first way we can do it. You can use this technique for your bigger fillets, as you can see. So, second rig. Lily, what sort of hook is this?
Circle hook.
Very good. So, second rig, got a nice big...
fish there.
Yeah, nice big circle hook. We can either go in through the eye all the way through and out into the tail, or we go into the tail, down, once again, in the back, out in the base of the skull, and then good old half hitch along the tail. And that is a nice represented bait.
That's my fish.
Is it?
That one.
That could be. Next one we're going to move on to is the fillets. Like I said, you can either use the Snell rig, same sort of way, smaller hooks. With the whole whiting, I'd start at a 6.0 and work your way up to even a 10.0, because there is some pretty big fish in the bay and offshore. His mouth. See? Little baby mouth. So the fillets, I like to use just a single circle hook. This one in particular is a 5.0. Not yet, darling. So we go in flesh side, out skin side. You can either let it hang like this, or we can pull it through, and we just measure exactly 1 hook down, and that's where we put our bait through. So the eye ends up where the line came through. Float that out with no sinker if you're in shallower water, or if you're offshore, you'll have a swivel up here in your sinker. And that there is probably one of my favourite snapper and squire baits going. Alright guys, hope these few little tips and tricks have been helpful. Until next time,
Cheers and good luck.
Cheers and good luck.